Welcome everyone to episode 8 of the Whiskey and Wade Show with me, Tommy McCarthy,
and Tyrone McKenna.
And Tyrone, your opponent's been announced for the big show in December.
Yeah. Liam Taylor. He's you know what? I think he's a bit of an unknown figure, but he's for
you think?
Listen, for unbeknownst reasons, because he's 23 wins, 22 wins, and he's only been beat twice.
Yeah, he's dangerous.
He got beat by Tyrone Nurse, who's pretty good, and he avenged that win a few fights later, and then he got beat by David, what's he called? David Valencian.
Two big names, championship fighters they lost to.
He has scrap. He had one, I think it was fight of the year against Tetley one year. He's a tough guy. He comes to fight. He has wars. He's high paced. He fought 3 weeks ago, so he's very, very fit.
I didn't know anything about him, to be honest, and then once I went and checked him out, he's only out there winning the WBO European title, so and he's been in the championship mix, so he's a guy just floats under the radar. But
yeah, for some, I don't know why. I wouldn't even have thought like, oh, Liam Taylor, that's a possible opponent, but he actually is decent, and it's a tough fight, but it's a fight I believe I'm going to win. I think it's going to be entertaining for the fans, which everyone knows is my number one priority. So I think it's kind of like a Chris Jenkins. Like if anyone was at my last fight, Chris Jenkins was a war. He was all action. He came forward. He was there for the scrap, and an entertaining fight. So I think it's going to be kind of the same thing.
Well, I hope the fuck it's not, because I want to have a word with the fans out there, McKenna fans. I want this to stop encouraging this man to get into these wars, because those of us who know and love him, and he's there, we have to live with him. We do not want to see this. You're talking about the Chris Jenkins fight. They were boxing beautiful, boxing the face clean of him, and these friggin' dickhead fans stopped cheering. And I was just sitting watching it, and I went, you know what? These sons of bitches.
I know.
Dude, I could hear a murmur in the crowd. It's me. Tyrone's boxing out of his skin here, and they're not cheering. Next thing, McKenna walks in. Let's go, Chris.
Do you know what I have noticed?
And then the war started. They all start going mad in this thing.
But that's what they spent their money for war, blood, and guts, and people to go swinging, and I love doing it. I do love doing it, but I do think it is idiotic at times, and I did think when I boxed my last fight, it was smart and it was winning. That's what won me the fight, but it's not what wins you the fights, or the fans, sorry. So.
Yeah. Well, the fans need to realise that boxing is about hit and not be hit, not give one, take one.
Take a look at the weekend, or yesterday, sorry. Was it yesterday, Potty was yesterday.
Yeah, it was Saturday night.
Big win. That man, he doesn't go in the boxing move and not get hit. No. That man goes in swinging. Yep. He swings from Africa to here. He
hands down, and he's just, listen, that's heavy. Bang. And
I love it.
Podrick can bang. Now, I've shared many rounds with Podrick over the years, and I would say top 3 hardest hitters I've ever been in.
And he's 2 weights below you.
Weights below, just a freak.
I love it. Like I don't want to say the bad thing, like, but it's not really a serious tag.
No finesse.
He doesn't need no finesse because he's so heavy. You don't need finesse. You don't need finesse or skill when you got 2 grenades in your hand.
It's like Deontay Wilder.
It's
just listen.
He just
there's one thing happening here, and you're getting the referee saving.
The only thing I worry about Potty is sometimes he looks like he's going to gas because he does throw everything and every punch. So when it gets to 5th round, 6th round, you start to worry for Potty that he's going to start.
But please, let's not deflect from yourself. Podrick, I'm delighted for Podrick, ABO world champion. Unbelievable for the parish, for the district, and for the city, for the country. But Tyrone, that doesn't take away from the fact that I want you to start boxing the way you can. You're an unbelievable amateur boxer. You spent the whole early part of your career boxing. What's his name? Larry Holmes gave your job a 10 out of 10. He thought you were a supreme boxer. And something happened in the last couple of years.
I tell you what happened. I blame you, Jamie Cannon, if you're listening. Jamie Conlon, sitting with him too long. The Mexican.
What is he doing her head in that much? He says, fuck it, somebody just punch me.
No, I just watched him spar and fight, and I was like, that's the most entertaining thing you can do is get in the wars, and that's what he was doing.
I don't guarantee if you spoke with Jamie would say, I didn't enjoy it. It was just, it happened. You're doing it on purpose.
Jamie said, that's why he always says, I'm more mad than him, and I'm the real Mexican, because I go out for that purpose. He couldn't go out for any other purpose because that was just him.
Yeah,
that's why
he didn't have the ability. Did you?
Not that he didn't have the ability, but
your ability that people don't realize is like top tier.
Well, we'll see what I said to Jamie as well. This fight I'm gonna box Clever, so we'll see what happens. And sparring, that's what I'm doing right now. But other big news, I got a house this week.
Oh,
congratulations! Finally on the property market ladder. Homeowner back in Andytown, BT11. Anyone listening? Up BT11.
Bap, bap.
But yeah, I'm buzzing.
What's that jingle?
This. See the viewers on Spotify and whatever. You can't see, but I have a bracelet. I think it's a new style thing. A bracelet with a key on it. But it's because I'm a very forgetful person. I mean, I've lost, I'd say, about 30, 40 keys of my this house that I'm in now, and my wife has made me wear a bracelet with a key now, so I don't lose the key. So I've got a caselet. It's called a caselet.
Unbelievable.
So yeah, I've got my caselet on. But look, stinking hands. This is the hands of a worker. I was in painting, scrubbing the place today. Straight to this podcast. Dedication. But yeah, I'm delighted. Finally boxing. See, usually when I get paid, obviously I've had a few opportunities where I could have bought a house, and over the last 3 years, and I've always said, nah, spent money on shit, fucking drink, fucking clothes, holidays, stuff like cars for my missus, prostitutes, drugs. But yeah, just squandering my money, and then finally I think I've done something growing up. I'm happy. Everyone, just, you know what, boxing,
something to show for it.
Yeah, after boxing, at least I have my house. I've got extensions getting built by Digby, shout out.
Yep.
So anyone wants an extension, get on to him. JS Constructions is his company. But yeah, getting an extension on it, getting it all done up. So I'm buzzing. I'm right beside the PD.
Oh,
which is
dangerous.
Anyone that knows me, that's my favourite spot in the world. It's a bar, people, and
he actually paid 50 grand above asking price to get that house.
There's a bit of more to sit beside PD, but yeah, it's just delighted to get a house and get it all settled. But see, right now it's gonna be so hard to move from where I am in Blacks Road at the minute, moving to Andytown. But I'm in camp, so Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'm down in Dublin. And then just trying to get stuff done during the weekends. It's going to be a lot of pressure to get out in 2 weeks. Fucked it. And you won't help it. Tommy came around today. And people don't know this. Tommy used, when it was times were tough a few years back, he picked up a trade and he was a painter. And he called around today. To see the house. And I was in there painting with my dad and my mummy. And I said, Tommy, you're going to lend us a hand. You used to do painting. You know what you're doing. I don't work on Sundays.
Oh, don't?
I don't work on Sundays. I asked him, can he do the second coat with me tomorrow? I had the kid. She works on Mondays. So when the fuck do you work?
That's me. Just leave it with me. I'll pencil you in, but I'm flat there. I'm mad. You know what I mean? Sundays is the day of rest.
It is a day of rest.
Mondays is kind of hectic for me. Tuesdays.
You'll see how you are. Tuesdays I'm down in Dublin.
Well,
you're going to have to actually fill in my spot Tuesday to Friday. Help Trina out.
Oh, no, I help her.
You stay away, son.
But it's great that you actually have done something, as you say, grown up, bought a house with the money you get, because it's so difficult for, especially people coming from working class backgrounds as yourself. Working class is just like the PC way of saying poor people. So when poor people get money, we just go mad. Remember when I got married, when I first turned pro and I first got a wee bit of money?
You're rich.
We went down the cruise. I didn't even know the cruise was open. They wore a Gucci t-shirt. Went to...
it wasn't even that crazy how much money.
Oh no, but I was just acting wild.
It was.
What do you call that place? One of them big fancy bars. Went in, had a couple
Merchant.
of
It
drinks.
was Merchant.
It
It
was like
12
4
credit
drinks.
pop.
We were skint. Well, we weren't skint. We had money. It was like, keep it coming, keep it coming.
I was sitting there looking at his bill going, fuck. I hope Tommy's paying for
We
this.
went underneath for the wee shoe shop, sold Louis Vuittons.
You
I went
bought
and bought my wife 3 pair of Louis Vuittons.
Yeah, see, when I was growing up, I always used to
Acting in a big shop.
watch him documentaries. People saying, "Oh, you know, I didn't come from money, so when I got money, I was just going wild with." I think I'd never do that. If I got money, I'd be clued on.
No.
I started getting money, and I was just buying the biggest load of shit and going to holiday. And you go out to bars and you're buying everyone drinks,
Everyone
or,
a drink.
or there's dinner happening, and I'm buying the whole table their dinners, and it's just Trina just be looking at me and going, "What are you doing, you maniac? Stop!"
No.
And I'm just waiting. See, when I got a wee beer in me as well, I'm even more crazy. Just like,
What do you want? What do you want?
we-
I don't want
we-
anything.
like
Just
me-
buys it anything.
me, my girlfriend, Trum McCullen, his girlfriend,
Your wife bought it now, Tyrone?
sorry, went to Edinburgh, but we went to Glasgow to watch a football match. And instead of us getting the train home, I said, fuck it. I ordered an Uber. The Uber was like fucking £100
Fuck. See, when you've got it.
And the trainer was going mad, and his wife or his girlfriend was going mad. And I was like, fuck yous, I ain't getting an Uber.
See, that is the beauty of it. It's like, when you've spent your whole life scrimping and scraping, now you can friggin' like do whatever you want. It's like,
But it
listen, Uber,
It doesn't last.
give me £100, give us a tip. Taking £100
Progress ain't going to need another flight soon.
I know, come on, Regis. That was it.
Regis, you bought my house, now I need to keep another couple of things, know what I mean? But what's happening in the world of Tommy McCarthy this week?
This week, well, what's the week
Quiet
coming up?
week.
It's quite week, you know. I just hosted Strictly Come Dancing last night.
How'd it go?
It was good crack and enjoyed it. And
Was it adults?
yeah, it was for was it adults? It was
Could've
the under 10 Strictly Come
Could have been a
Dancing.
kids' youth club in it or something. I don't know. I'm not hip into Strictly Come Dancing.
It was a
Sorry, there's an
company.
age limit for fucking dancing nowadays. Jesus Christ.
It was a
What gigs do you think he's getting?
I know.
It's in trees.
McCarthy
Fucking
be-
disco.
Hey, dynamite. That was a company, Connected Health, had an awards thing for all the care stuff, and and it was 2 events in one actually,
Right.
and I was comparing the whole thing.
Was it good?
That was good. Really
I'll
enjoyed
tell
it.
you what was the biggest news of my week. And I've waited a long 8 years for this. Maybe 9 years, I don't even know.
Did you get their first pube?
Unfortunately, not yet.
Tony got his purple.
But Bono finally came out and apologized for making iTunes upload his album.
His album?
Fuck me, he finally.
When was that? 2015?
8 years later. Maybe it's even longer. I don't know.
2014 if it was 8 years.
But I remember it happened, and
I
everyone was
remember
going
too.
fucking mad.
Sean was loving it.
I do
don't-
like you too, but
I don't think anyone was happy that
No.
the Bono uploaded that. And I don't know why it took him so long to say sorry about that. Apparently, iTunes tried to talk him. What I read, iTunes, the CEO, tried to say, no, let's not do it, it's not right, blah, blah, blah. And he convinced the iTunes guy it was a smart move. And now he's apologizing for it 8 years later. I don't think it's something that you really need to apologize 8 years later for.
Oh no, I
think,
saw
like-
it was forgotten. I forgot all about it, to be honest.
Actually, it's fucking worse because now he's trying to get more people to listen to the fucking album.
I know.
He's trying to, like,
That's
bring it up
probably
again.
his fucking thing. Drop it in 8 years later. Joe, we'll get a few more hits.
Was it a good album? Did any of you
I don't
listen?
know. Was it
Shit, was
shit?
it?
Sure, shit.
I don't like Bono anyway. The only thing Bono's done good is his appearance on South Park. Have you not watched
I
that?
can't remember.
It's fucking print. Have you watched South Park? Do you watch it?
Was
I
it
do
actually
watch
him
it
on
for-
of it?
No, it was just them sliding.
Oh.
Bono was fucking brilliant.
I haven't had to check it out.
That was great. Great episode.
But it's mad that was able to happen to put the without anyone's consent.
Yeah.
But I thought it was the way people get their things. It's all about streaming now because nobody buys CDs now. Like,
Yeah, sure. I actually said to my daughter today, I was asking her what a CD is and she didn't have a clue. Didn't know what burning CD was. Don't know what line wires, VHSs. Don't know nothing. The world is clueless.
I know.
Like it was
We're
insane.
old school now.
I know.
See, what do you call her? Taylor Swift
What?
released an album. I think it was today or yesterday, and she broke all streaming records for the albums in 24 hours.
I'm surprised.
I'm surprised too. Who listens to Taylor Swift?
I don't really know anyone that goes, I love Taylor Swift.
Do you, Sean?
There's a girl.
There's one girl.
There's a girl that in my work. She's like on placement from fucking Germany, and she's just obsessed.
Really?
with Taylor Swift. That's like
Okay, there is them.
So she's got it. Well, she obviously does have a leads in her fans because she broke all the records in one day.
I actually seen the top 100 recording artists. Like, who's the richest? Who would you think is the richest ever? Not Michael Jackson for some reason wasn't on it, but he's definitely would have
He's
been.
dead. What?
I know,
Paul
but
McCartney.
it's dead or alive. Who?
Paul McCartney.
Paul McCartney was up big league.
Who's the richest?
I was shocked that who was the
Ed
richest.
Sheeran.
No, he wasn't even on the top 100.
I would say maybe Kanye West
No, it's fucking Rihanna. 1.3
Rihanna?
billion.
from music alone.
Well, I don't know. It just says Rihanna, but the top like 3 or 4 with Dolly Parton and Bruce Springsteen.
Like, you would
Killers.
think. The reason why I said Kanye West is he's
Yeah, I think
a
it is. I think it
producer
is
as
only.
well.
I think it's only.
and you would think like someone like Prince, who is like
It was some mad stats. A lot of
Prince wrote the songs, played all instruments and all that, so you would think he would be getting all the
You
money.
would think Michael Jackson and Paul McCartney, not only because they're like the biggest artists of all time, just in their own right, but they bought
Yeah, bought the masters.
licenses
Yeah.
to like loads of
I
artists.
actually think, you know what? Because it was TikTok, it could be absolute.
Oh my god!
Because everyone on TikTok's see TikTok. It's actually got me convinced, and this is not
That Morgan Freeman's Jimi Hendrix.
no, that as well, but that I have ADHD, and I thought it was just me. I was like, you know what? I must have ADHD because all these, there's like, oh look at this, look at these 3 dots. There's 3 dots and a circle in the center, and it says if you can't make all 3 dots disappear while you're focusing, you've got ADHD. Because when you look at the dot, it reappears, but if you don't look at the dots, they disappear. And I kept on seeing the green dots. I was like, fuck me, we're doing. Then I was reading all the videos, and they're saying if you have low attention span or you're very impatient, you know how impatient I am. There was all these lists, and I was like, I have every single one of those. And I started going, maybe I have it. But now I've seen it's a thing that everyone thinks of ADHD because of TikTok.
Yeah. My cousin, he come out and says, "Oh, I've been diagnosed with attention deficit disorder. Welcome me to the club or something." I was just like, "Come on, man! You're gonna let the white man put a diagnosis on you after 30 odd years? Like,
Yeah.
it's just people all trying to put labels on. If you're a crazy bastard like you're just a crazy bastard.
Yeah, that's right. I think
There is people who are genuinely,
people do put labels on it too quick.
but like you don't need like the man.
The man.
You don't need the man to put a label on. Like, I'm
know.
all for it.
I don't mind. Like, I don't give a fuck if it had ADHD or it didn't. It just means you're a bit hyper. Who gives a fuck if you're a bit hyper? That's not. I don't think like people that take tablets for that shit in there. Like,
Yeah,
I don't think you should be taking tablets. You're just. It's a personality trait.
there is some people are rocket and some people aren't.
Yeah.
But everyone has their moments when they're gonna be quiet, and there's
Like,
moments when they're gonna be nuts.
if you'd put me, if I was in school now the way I was back in the day, fucking the stuff I was doing, I'd have definitely been hit with some diagnosis. shit.
100%.
Fucking tablets hit on me, so it's just shooting.
The stories of you chasing mopeds at lunchtime, bargain. It is mopeds going past the school, and when they were all out having lunch, he used to run after them, go. "Rah, rah, 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 rah."
As a weird kid in school, it's not like he's just doing it to show up because I didn't even have that much mates in school.
And like, we didn't even go to the same school, and people were saying to me in my school, "Do you know Tyrone McKenna? He chases fucking mopeds at lunchtime."
But no, all the stuff I did in school, like you would get hit with fucking some sort of diagnosis. So, and you turn out all right. So you
Well,
don't
maybe he
need,
did slip on their radar.
you don't need the tablets. I don't think.
No, it's too late now for you.
Big pharma.
Big Pharma. We're trying to get a sponsor, Big Pharma.
But what else happened in the world? Do you know what? And I'm glad because I actually don't like him. James Corden has been blacklisted of showbiz.
Where?
He was before. I think that's why
Doing too much.
That's why I moved to America. I think because he was obviously doing well
Canada?
over here. He was doing that. What was it? Gavin and Stacey. Gavin and Stacey done well on that, and then apparently just started being a cunt. Like he wanted all the wee workers to be underpaid. It was the when he was in Circle of Friends, they weren't all talking about him. He was a dick. He was just zoned out and would walk away. He's just a cunt to all fans, looking at pictures of him. Doesn't
Maybe he has ADD.
But like, so then he moved to America, and then he was doing well now with TV show, and then apparently he's been a cunt over there. So
Getting rid of him.
he's axed off it.
Unreal. Like, he was oversaturating the market anyway. He was in absolutely everything.
He was, but I liked him for a while, and then he has
He seems sound.
Sammy annoying.
Like the thing, but I don't know if it annoyed me or not. But it was like, just when they're on a plane with Kanye West choir, and the choir's all singing, and he's sitting there like he's part of a choir. And it's like, James, you're just there to reporting it. Just sit there and enjoy it. Like, stop joining in.
Yeah, no, I'm not a big fan of him. I know I loved. Well, I didn't love it. I liked it.
Well,
Gavin and Stacey was alright.
never watched one episode, but I know it was good. I saw a couple of clips and I thought it was funny. But
no, but he's been axed off. He's that's him done. Finished with showbiz.
so I seen this thing. It's completely not related to the James Corden thing, but I was watching this thing 2 nights ago on BBC 3, the documentary about deep fake porn. Right?
What?
Did you say it, Sean? The deep fake porn. Right? So, and it's a thing. It's plaguing. It's plaguing the world.
What do you
planet.
mean?
So,
What's deep?
do you know what a deep fake is?
Like when they put like a face on somebody.
On somebody, and
What?
it's like, yeah. So somebody like puts your face on like my body, and like, but I'm talking, but it's your face. No, like people make there's an app to do it, like.
Aye.
So
Oh, right, that, yeah, I know what you
but
mean. Like, there are people
they're
singing
called
and
deep
stuff.
fakes, alright. So people have started. Starting with celebrities, putting celebrities' heads in porn videos, so it looks like celebrities are
Right.
having sex in these porn things. And
I know what I'm doing tonight.
but then what happened?
May McFattery.
I forget what the website's called.
I'm sure you do. Bookmarked and everything.
But so this girl or this woman, she's a senator of Florida, and some over intimate photos get released. Like somebody went into her iCloud and she get fucking her photos get leaked. So she was trying to get them back, and but see the photos that went out, these deep fakers were able to use these photos and make them like in the like motion. So I end up made her in the like a porn videos, and
Does it look legit? Like it looks real?
I haven't seen it yet.
I'm sure you have.
I haven't.
So
Do you know, mother?
Tommy's,
I've got the internet lock, Ted lock. So, what? I'll come up there tomorrow and paint. You need somebody to paint.
No, but like, is it like? Would you know it would be fake? I wonder, or does not show
I
it?
don't know.
on
Well, it shows you on the documentary a guy talking to the camera, and he was looking, and then like done a thing on his face, and you could tell it wasn't him, like, but it looks real. It was good enough, like.
I could go past.
Yeah. So
would you be worried? Like you could be potentially worried if you're a celebrity that you're going to be.
no, you can't. You know it's not 100% real, but it's good enough for you to watch. Like,
It's good enough for you to watch. Thanks for that, Tommy.
but the so that woman, the senator, got it, and then a couple, just regular people, and then people start sending in photos in this set because the deep fake guy makes it. So it's not like just a wee app. You can't. Well, I don't know. I don't think so. But everyone was sending pictures to this guy, Mr. Deepfake. This is a girl who I work with. Can you
Just random people.
yeah. Just, like all this is
fuck.
And it's fucked up. It's celebrities is one thing, but when you're doing
so
random
they're
fucking
doing
people.
just all. I really like this girl. This is my sister's friend, and they were showing you the videos, or the messages. Some of the people were saying, this is my mummy. Can you do her? This is my daughter. This is my auntie.
daughter?
I swear to God.
Fuck me.
Sick. The internet is sick. But so many people are getting stung with these deepfakes. But I was going. So me and Amy was watching. And I was going like, if it was you, I wouldn't even be raging about it because I would go, it's not really me. Like it's like, so why are people getting upset about it? But I suppose
I wouldn't get upset about it.
Like people, the generation behind us who are all just completely internet. It doesn't matter if it's real or fake. It'll mess with these girls' mental health big time. So
Don't be going. Fuck's sake, why are you making the deepfake a fucking real one for you?
Nah, Sean, that'd be a pretty quick video, to be honest.
it'll be short.
I'm not cut out for that word. But nah.
Kelp, XXX.
No, do you know what? I think it would affect women more. I think.
No, it is a women. It's not women.
No men.
Well, I don't know. People aren't. The consumers of pornography are mostly men. So there was no men on complaining about it. It was all women saying this needs to stop. And then the senator actually passed a bill in the state of Florida where it's illegal to do this thing. Because there was a girl on it as well.
Is it only
in
happening
Britain.
in Florida?
No, it's happening all around the world. There was a girl in Brighton, and she worked in a wee gaming shop, and she said her and this fella she worked with, he was sound, and she looked up to him, and she had so much respect for him. A married man, they were just friends, and he sent a picture of her in to get deepfaked, and somebody seen it and sent her on Twitter and said, I've just come across this. I really think you should have a look. And she opened it and she said it was blatantly fake, but still,
It's weird.
It's weird.
It's
and
very
then
weird.
she found out it was the guy who.
How did she find out that? How do you find out something like that?
I can't remember. She done her research and she found out that it was him, and she's seen him twice since, and she said he just like fucking gets away from.
On that same kind of subject, I watched a documentary. It was not similar, but kind of like that. But it was about some woman and her husband, and the woman gets a train runner on her all the time by like 10 or 8 fellas, and the husband sits in the corner and has wanks over him, and they were discussing how
For those who don't know what a train getting run on is, everyone's in a lane taking turns to penetrate his wife, and he's sitting there
masturbating. And I always wonder, how does it come up in conversation? Like, are you sitting there having your Sunday dinner and go, do you know what, Katie, I might like to enjoy seeing you getting
lads.
See you getting fucked by 10 of my mates, and I'll sit in the corner and I'll wank over it.
That's weird. Or maybe he's going, all the lads walking out and it's not going anywhere. Well, can they come around here?
He's like sitting training with Crumlin Star seconds. And he's like, no, be fucking great if all the boys came around.
My missus is great.
I just don't know how you meet a like-minded individual where you go, do you know what, I want you to get banged by 10 fellas, and I'll watch, and the one goes, that sounds actually good. Except I brought that up to my missus, I'm getting a slap.
Oh no, for fuck's sake.
I hope I'm getting a slap.
Let's see what she says. Text her. Me and Sean's not doing it.
Nah, but like, I think it's so weird. We're all these, not even just that kind of fetish, but like the other fetishes. Like, there's ones where women like being like toddlers, like growing women.
Oh, I remember that documentary on Channel 4.
Like
15 stone babies.
And
I thought it was like oversized babies, no? Like, just like, it was full grown men.
Yeah. Or there was women that were throwing me toys out and going, and crying on. They had play dates with other fully grown women.
Yeah.
And I was like, how do you
Where do you start calling this one?
Where do you meet the fans? But you know what? I mean, I like enjoy being a toddler. Would you like being my parent for a couple of hours a day? No.
There was one of the guys on this documentary who was getting his nappy and all changed. Nah, come on.
Is he shitting himself?
He's shitting and pissing himself.
Fuck me.
You've done a bobo. yeah, baby, do bobo. And it's like, your man's in his 40s, fuck's sake.
I don't like all this kind of shit. There's some.
It's weird.
Insane. Okay, fair enough. There's some insane people in the world, but they find someone like-minded, and
There's somebody for everyone. That's it. You know what I mean? That's why people shouldn't fret if they're single, and there's somebody out there for you.
There's a freak for everyone.
There is.
Really
There
is.
really is.
There's anything that you could be into, you could post up the fucking.
Think so?
The like Reddit or something, be like, here is what I'm into. Anybody else into that? And somebody be like, I'll marry you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because I did see something before where a cannibal put up that he wanted to eat someone, and there was actually someone who wasn't a cannibal or not.
Where are you saying this? That's only joking. I'm calling you Dahmer.
I watched a lot of serial killer things, and this guy wanted to kill somebody. He knew it was wrong. He's like, I'm not going to kill someone, but I do want to eat someone, and I'm really into wanting to eat someone. So he put in there's just a Reddit or some forum.
I don't know what it was like, but
But like he put in, he said, "Look, I'm looking to eat someone. Is anyone wanting it?" And some man or some woman, I forget what it was, said, "Yeah, I actually would. I've got a fetish where I want to get at." And he arranged it. She came over, and he had her, and killed her. Obviously, killed her and had her. And he felt he didn't do anything wrong because he offered it, and he got arrested, obviously, but he felt it was fair game. She wanted it, he had her in the wrong way.
was she nice? Did it taste nice?
I don't fucking know.
Has he got a fetish for being fucking at it?
I don't understand.
I know. It's a one night meal.
Fetish and over.
Cutting wee bits up.
Oh,
She's going, oh, it's fucking great.
I don't know, but it was weird. I think he done it to like 2 or 3 of them, and then he got caught. But because it was all on a forum where he was getting people over to eat them.
How long do you think you could like last like a human body? How long could you eat on it for?
I think we still are here, and then it heals up and
Eat the sandwich. There's the head and dumb. I am not eating no damn sandwich, for my neighbor's house just smells like shit. So what's going on? No wonder you're moving. I ain't getting out of there, Black Show. Unreal.
no, like it's some weird fetishes out there. It's, makes you wonder. You don't know what your friend's into. Like, I mean, you could be into some sick shit.
See that deepfake stuff as well. You could see how like rumors, would like Chinese whispers, like sort of thing, would like go about so quick. Like if somebody, say one of them girls got one made about them, and then it gets passed about, but obviously it looks fake. But like
It's still
somebody
going,
saying, "Oh, did you see such and such got a deepfake made
And
about
then
her?"
just-
I could go very quickly to hear such and such is doing dirt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I think
it
I
is
have
dangerous,
or not a wee girl, sorry, a fucking teacher in my school. Somebody like photoshopped their like head onto like something.
Really?
Yeah, and the photo went about.
Well, is deep porn thing
It's
happening
big time
in
now.
Belfast as well?
It's happening worldwide, Tyrone.
I've never heard
It's
of this ever.
worldwide. And do you know
See,
what?
when
That's
you-
what I
you
said.
said-
Seeing I watched it, I hadn't really heard of it. But they were saying this is really needs to be stopped and they need to bring in legislation and all.
I wonder
But
is-
what they've done is actually promoted it because
Yeah, 'cause
now certain people want to see what it's
Yeah.
like.
But then, if it's happening all around the world, then who knows? Our waves could even be
Deepfake.
Deepfake
No,
porn.
but I know because the way they're doing it, you have to send a picture in. But somebody could have
get
went.
that
I saw a fucking real girl on the beach there. Boom.
Or Instagram just go on their thing. Yeah, I want
Yeah,
that.
that's what they are doing as well, going on people's Instagrams.
That's crazy. Like,
Nuts.
it is crazy. But I've never even heard of it, unless it's a younger thing.
I don't know. Well,
Maybe we're too old for it.
but you know what? See the senator who got it done to her. She was getting an interview and all, but the guy, she got investigators and FBI agents that messaged him pretend to be her. She was like, "How much? Just give me back the pictures, because it was actual intimate photos of her." And it was like $5,000 and a blowjob. And she said,
Fuck
no.
me, some balls.
"Oh no, that's alright. It's fuck me, it's ballsy." Like, and then she went $3,000. There's a lot going on now. All I can do is $3,000. He went $3,000 and a blowjob, and they're gone. And but then he ended up getting scooped.
And he really want that
I know.
blowjob.
And you want to see him? He was a young boy.
He would have kept going
Zero
down.
money on a blowjob.
Bag of McCoys and a blowjob.
You really love McCoy.
They're the greatest. Tasty chili.
Here, I won a fucking one of them competitions on a packet of McCoys
Did you?
before.
What
No
was
way
it?
nobody ever wins them. Like, I was sitting in physics when I was in upper sixth, and it was the most boring fucking class I've ever been in. And I got that bored that I was like, I started eating my packet of crisps, and I got to the end of the packet and started reading the fucking terms and conditions. And then there was a competition on it, and you had to like scan the barcode on your phone and put in for it. And I scanned the barcode and it came up winner.
Fucking
And I was like, fuck. And like it was to win like football tickets for like, you know, the
Cliftonville, Vietnam.
but it was I thought it was gonna be like for Oldham against Macclesfield or something. I won the platinum prize or something, right? So it was like 2 VIP tickets to the championship playoff final.
Pardon?
And
Did you go?
and it was like free flights, free accommodation,
Fuck.
free like meal
I didn't
before
even know
the bar. It
McCoy's
was a free
even had
bar.
these.
Fuck off,
I
free
know.
bar.
Yeah, and we were in like the fucking like premium like seats in
Lethal.
Wembley.
Pardon?
See,
know.
like any of them, like
Like McDonald's.
any of them.
Lemons.
I don't search them ever,
No,
ever.
I
Because I always
wanna
feel like
start.
you're never going to win that.
No, there
Or
was.
you're getting if you win it, you always just put in like a draw with like 20,000 people and like points.
Yeah.
It was so good, and the worst thing was it was my dad's packet of crisps. He forgot them going to work, so I was like, yeah, I'll take it.
But now,
Did you bring him to the match?
No, I didn't either, bro.
You scumbag. Stole his
You
packet
brought
of
your
crisps.
girlfriend? Still didn't like football?
He does.
Sure she does. Sure she does. Just support.
Liverpool.
Oh, stop make football then.
There's a thing in Belfast where everyone's, well, it's either United or Liverpool,
Yeah,
isn't
it
it?
really is.
Like, see when Liverpool won the league a couple of years ago, see my street, pretty
Liverpool
much
flag,
all
yeah.
through Lanadoon, Liverpool flags out the windows everywhere.
I know. But they're having a terrible season, which is great.
People get so attached to clubs.
Yeah.
I went to the wee Liverpool match in Anfield, and in executive suite. It was good. Trying to get sweetened up by some sponsors. They sweetened me enough. What are I saying, lads? But I think it's somewhat. Is that a sort of a fetish? People being so attached to football clubs that their whole lives.
Yeah, some people
revolve
get
around-
really, really fucking into it, don't they?
Yeah,
I know some people that, like, anything you talk about is football.
yeah.
They're heavy and they're just, if you watch them on the phone, they're just on their football club's website, checking transfer details every single hour.
The greatest football fan of all time is Andy Tate, and Andrew Tate, the top G, has overshadowed the original Andy Tate.
Yeah.
Who's Andy Tate?
Give it Moisey to the end of the season. He is unreal. I actually started I subscribed to Red Devil TV just for
watch
him.
it. You always put his name.
He's so funny.
He was brilliant.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about that the other day. I was going like, how fucking much of a coincidence is it that
Have the
two of
same
them
name.
and-
I didn't know that. What's that? Do you know what it was this week? It was another. I've had a very busy week.
I know you're
Well,
flat there, Matt
yeah.
McKenna.
Down in Dublin all week, and then I came up on Friday. I went to Cabin Bridges.
What was it like?
You're a fellow comedian, you should have been down getting a bit of pointers.
Listen, I don't like really to watch our comedians now in case,
You start copying.
subconsciously.
Yeah. So,
Or even,
undercard or whatever the fuck
Yeah.
you call him was a guy from Limerick. He was very good. I forget his name, but he was very good. He opened, and then do you know what I don't like? This is my first I've went to a few smaller gigs, intimate gigs, and it's very good. But this is my first one in a big place
In the
like
arena,
SSE. And the first guy went on, and then it was like a half an hour, 40-minute break, and you're just sitting there waiting. I wasn't
but obviously
drinking.
that's for people to go and
I
drink
know, but
on.
I wasn't drinking, so I was just sitting there like, let this fucking show start. But anyway, Cabin Bridges came on. He's unbelievable. Legend of mine, my favourite.
How long did he
comedian.
do?
But an hour. And yesterday, someone heckled up, or Frankfurt, because they beat Rangers recently. And I don't know whether he's Rangers or Celtic.
Celtic?
Is he? So anyway, they heckled up Frankfurt anyway. because he haggled up Frankfurt, he said a joke about Rangers. And next thing there's a fucking riot in the place.
Was
fucking
there?
fights everywhere.
Fuck.
It was just fucking. People are nuts. Like you go to.
That's the connection of the football clubs. It's like you're saying something about their family.
I don't know. So there was murder at it.
Did you get a yarn with Kevin?
I got a yarn. He's
Did you
coming
tell
on-
him?
he's coming next week.
Oh, thank God.
No, it was. Do you know what
I
happened?
sent him a couple of matches.
See Kevin. He came into my girlfriend works in Duke, New York. My wife, sorry. And Kevin Bridges came in. She grabbed him. Here, Whiskey and Wade's looking to do a podcast. And he was like, what? Whiskey and Wade? They've been mailing you looking for a podcast. He's like,
What do you mean you don't know West? Number one.
The number one in the city, Kevin. For flip's sake.
and he was like, right, I'll go.
Top 5 in the country.
I'll go check it out. But you know what? He must have never done it. Did you ever get it on, like, were you on scene?
Yeah, we'll check quickly when
Check.
we're on the air.
We'll check quickly. But yeah, so we're hoping to have him next week. He's pants up. But actually, got here.
He's coming
See,
back,
guys,
actually,
we actually have
next
a
month.
few. We're making fun of our guests, but Kevin Bridges isn't one. Obviously, he's too big time apparently for us. But we'll have a couple of big hitters coming up. In
Kevin
some
Bridges.
couple of weeks. Kevin Bridges,
They hadn't even opened him yet.
rat. Here, everyone
Nah,
boycott Kevin Bridges. It's all
The
about
show was shit, man.
show dirt, fucking all these breaks, fucking
Intervals.
intervals.
That's the word you're looking
That
for.
was-
All these intermediates.
But no, it was good actually, to be honest. But
Nah, he is, I find him very funny. I just wish he
don't
would
think
open
it
my
was his
meals.
best one ever. Like I've watched a lot.
Is
of
it on? Well, obviously, it would have to be all new stuff.
It's all new stuff, and it was a lot about COVID, which I think COVID's played out a bit now.
Mm.
And I was like, right, that's good. He obviously wrote the whole sketch during COVID, so he thought it was fresh. But now it's COVID's over, no one wants to hear about COVID no more. But
I
it
heard
was still
he was-
funny. It was still very
He
good.
was down. Is it Lavery's? Where
He was in the
Paddy and
Empire.
all Empire, aye, and he was there, and Paddy had says to him, "Do you want to do a wee bit?" And he says, "Oh, no problem, I'll do a bit." And then his manager wouldn't let him because he'd had a couple of drinks.
Because he had a couple of drinks. Is there a,
That's just the rumor mill
is
that
there
I
a
heard.
stigma the drinking and
No, I don't know. I
the
think
booze?
they'll want it to go wrong, and then it would look bad.
He
'Cause it happened to Dave Chappelle before, and he get booed off the stage.
Remember that other guy, the cracked up? He was a big time comedian, white guy. You know
Oh,
what I'm talking
the
about.
Kramer
The Kramer, aye. Remember that? That was crazy.
ruined his whole career. Get him out of here! He's a nigger.
I started throwing it down.
Do you remember it?
What?
It was years ago.
Kramer?
No Kramer from
Seinfeld?
Aye. And he was doing stand up one time, and some black people in the audience, I think they were talking while he was trying to do it, and then he went, "Get him out of here! He's a nigger!" And then
Started going
The-
crazy.
they
And
were
I just
like,
started shooting
Oh.
it.
he's like,
Started trying
30 years ago we would have strung you up. Whoops. And it was like,
He started
that's
making
you.
a joke and then it started getting worse and
I
worse,
know.
and then he just started screaming.
that is true emotions. It.
It was crazy.
That's why I'm always on edge around you too. Waddy's always up to something.
It's only when you're not here, Tommy.
I watched this wee thing. He says, if you're out and a white guy comes up and gives you a drink, don't drink it.
What? Was that just after the Kramer?
It was after
Or the
Dahmer.
Dahmer?
After Jeffrey Dahmer. He's like, I've been drinking all drinks off Tyrone for years. I've been waking up in bed.
Tommy, you wouldn't pass up
I
a
know.
free drink for
I know.
fuck's sake.
I don't know. Well, do you know what I mean? No,
Sandwich.
for the sandwich. I did. Fuck's sake, I'd be in Dahmer's eating a sandwich, just drinking all the beer. He drinks rum and coke too.
What is that? Fuck's sake, can I get the camera out? Go
Get
ahead.
an arm. It's not like a
Fuck's sake.
fuck's sake.
We're coming up to the end of the show. Usually, Sean, you have 3 people for us.
I've been thinking to myself, like, I need to start remembering who
Yeah.
we've been talking about.
You're usually good. You're usually on point. But anyway, we'll make an introduction. You think right there.
Right.
So it's smack, blank, and buy a paint. So 3 people. Who would you buy a paint for? Who would you smack? Who would you blank? Who we're getting today? Sean.
Number 1 is Paddy McCrory.
Oh, what is Smack. I wouldn't want to get smacked by him, so...
Ban him a drink. I've been smacked by him loads.
I heard other ones.
Okay.
Don't jump a gun.
Sorry.
Fiancé maybe you heard, Tommy. You're banning her drink.
Yeah.
Right.
I could never go against the queen bee.
Let's see. What do I call your fella you're fighting here?
Liam Taylor.
Yeah, exactly.
What's his name? Bob.
And let me see. Need to get another one. Kevin Bridges.
Kevin Bridges, right. Ban Potty a drink, obviously, because he is a legend, just won the IBO World title. And to be honest, not even because of it, because the man must hit like a fucking mule.
He does.
And I do not want to have to blank or punch him, so I'm behind that man. And he loves it. He loves to drink. I've had a few drinks at Potty, and he's a nice guy. So drink, definitely. Then I'm obviously punching fucking Liam Taylor and punching the head of him in 6 weeks, 7 weeks. So he's getting battered. He doesn't even need to be part of the game. He's getting definitely killed. And then obviously blanking. Who's the last one?
Kevin Bridges.
Kevin Bridges, blanking him because he didn't come on the shoulder.
Yeah, but you know, I have the same as you because actually, do you know what? I'm buying Padraig a drink because I like him, he's my mate, and just he picked up the IBO title. But I'm actually going to smack Bridges.
Bridges. Cam, do you hear this?
Because not only is
he's a big fan of Whiskey Mates, so he'll be watching him.
Not only has he blanked 3 DMs for me, he palmed off Mrs. McKenna in the bar. Oh yeah, no problem. And here we are still sitting there. The seat's warmed up. But it's going cold now, and it's going to stay cold because you'll not be in it.
Yeah.
And this one, come on, Kevin.
You're blanking.
And I'm blanking trainer because I don't know him.
He's probably
No one knows him. Only joking. Tyrone, I have to say, you better beat the bollocks out of this guy because if he shows up and does the business, I know what I'm saying, it's dangerous, but we've been slagging him, so you have to.
This episode will be getting close.
I know. He'll be fucking putting it on his Instagram.
That's us for episode 8. We're wrapped up here. Great episode as usual. Thanks for tuning in. Like and subscribe on all platforms. And join us next week where we should have a special guest.
Yeah, we had a bit special guest. And just a quick reminder for the guests who are mulling over, let us know because we need to begin. The log is building up, the backlog of people trying to get on here.
And do you know what? Sometimes it's hard to think of what's a good guest. We don't want to get on guests that everyone else gets on, so we want to get something different, something out of the box. So if you've got a recommendation, DM me or Whiskey.
Yeah. We want a good story and good crack.
Well, that's it.
But yeah, episode 8 in the bag.